Hi guys, it's Khushi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to make my very own Tic Tac Toe board. So for that, I'm going to use this Fevicryl molded clay compound. So this is basically an epoxy compound which is used for murals, 3D art and also decor. So I'm going to use this to make my Tic Tac Toe board. So there are some instructions mentioned on the back side of the packet. So make sure that you read those before starting. Inside you'll find one resin base and one hardener. You are required to basically mix both in equal quantities. So anyways, I am going to use everything that is available, and basically you have to mix it until it turns white. So both the compounds are of 25 gram each, and to mix the compounds I am basically going to wear gloves, and I would recommend you guys to do the same. So I've used this clay one time before and I have made a Shinchan keychain, and this is my second time using this one. I will mention that video in the I button in case you're interested. And firstly I opened the resin base, so it was very sticky and a tough challenge to get it out of the packet. And this is what the hardener compound looks like. It came off easily from the packet. This will basically help in hardening of the clay. The packet mentions that the molded clay hardens within 90 minutes. And after you're done with taking out those two compounds, it is now time to mix them together until they turn white. This is how the clay should look like after completely mixing both the compounds. It should look whitish in color, and I'm going to basically use a rolling pin to roll this clay. Not exactly a rolling pin, but something that can roll this dough. Initially I used a couple of things which did not give me the result I wanted. So I decided to fold the clay again and start rolling it with a pencil. So for the second time, the mistake that I did was not using a round pencil, and after that I decided to roll it with a marker. After rolling, it is time to basically shape our Tic Tac Toe board. So I've used a ruler and I'm basically going to cut a square out of it. So I've basically cut out a square that is of 7 centimeters, and you can basically keep the measurements according to the clay you have rolled. After that, it is time to make the borders, and I'm basically going to use the remaining clay and roll some string out of it. Here I'm basically creating this texture to basically apply Fevicryl on top of it, and then it is easier to basically stick both the clays. So for the inner borders as well, I'm going to use the same process. Firstly, I'm going to roll the dough a little thinner, and then basically I'm going to apply Fevicryl and stick those inner borders. You can see how I'm measuring the inner borders, so they are of equal size. Now it's time to basically make the main elements. You can customize according to your choice. This is how I made them. So initially I decided to go with X and 0, but the 0 did not turn out as I wanted it to. So I decided to turn that 0 into a spiral shape, and this is how it turned out. This totally depends on you. You can customize the elements according to your choice, and make sure you create 5 of each. After I was done with creating the 5 spirals, I moved on to creating the X, and this was basically not fitting into the box, so I decided to trim it a little bit so that it fits in the desired box. This is how everything turned out to be. They turned out to be super cute and they are now solid as rock, and it is time to basically paint it with white acrylic paint. So after the white paint has dried up, we are going to paint the board, and here you can go with your choice of color. I am going with this brown shade. This is an acrylic paint obviously, and this is in the shade Indian Red. So to paint the further elements, I am going to use the pastel color range from Fevicryl, and from this I am going to use two colors. One is the pale pink and the another one is buttercup yellow. And our tic tac toe board is ready. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, then give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.